All right, CrossFit Terminus, welcome to 16.1, beginning of the CrossFit season. Dave Castro has surprised us with some new movements, and I think the longest workout we've ever seen in the open. It's gonna be an AMRAP, 20 minutes of a 25-foot overhead walking lunge, 8 bar facing burpees, 25 feet back with that overhead walking lunge, and then 8 chest bar pull-ups. We have some options for the scale today. You're gonna work those front rack lunges and jumping pull-ups. We won't get into the different masters, divisions, and teens. You can check those out on CrossFit.com. Just finished this workout. It is one of those workouts that's just testing your work capacity. Be prepared for some super burned up shoulders, being out of breath, and your glutes and your quads be absolutely fired up. So let's talk about lunges real quick. For those lunges, a couple things we're gonna go over. First thing, with those 25 feet, we go in 5-foot increments. If you drop the bar, you have to go back to the last 5-foot increment you just hit. So I would highly suggest for every single person, try to do those 25 feet unbroken. Get yourself all the way through. Whenever you get on that bar, talking about grip, I would highly suggest keeping that clean grip. So we got a bar right here. We're gonna walk you through where you wanna set up. So whenever you're setting up on that line, I would go slightly wider than the clean, so you can clean it up, and then push press that bar overhead. I would not suggest trying to do any kind of snatch grip that's really gonna mess you up. So that grip on the bar be a little bit wider. We'll come on back into the board. As far as your steps, whenever we're going through those lunges and you're hitting those steps, I would highly suggest you take your lunge step down, bring yourself up, match your feet, moment of control. Take another step, match your feet, moment of control. If you try to flow through, you're gonna burn yourself out metabolically. You might also lose your balance side to side. Other than that, we talked a little bit about width, grip, just grab onto the bar. One danger, especially with a 20-minute workout here, is if you go into that lunge and you're overextending with your back because you don't have that shoulder mobility, you're gonna get yourself burned out down there and you're not gonna feel good the next couple days. So make sure you're stacking those abs as you go through. So unbroken on those lunges both ways would be my suggestion. Bar facing burpees, keep that pace steady and slow. It was 5 minutes into this workout where I had the oh crap moment. I'm only 25% of the way through and my heart rate's already through the roof. Find a pace you can flow with. Back pace this workout, start out slow, try to increase your pace as you go through. So that's the burpees. Chest bar, a lot of you gymnastic ninjas are gonna be super tempted at the very beginning to knock out those 8 chest bar unbroken. The biggest set I ever did was 4, so I went 4 and 4 for probably the first 3 or 4 rounds. I dropped down to 3-3-2, and at the end, I was finding myself doing sets of 2, just working on through. One cool thing that we've been given the option this year on grip, you can be double overhand doing the chest to bar, you can switch up those arms, or you can have both of those palms facing backwards. You still use your kip, you still go from full extension up to the bar. I know some people are a little bit stronger in those biceps. That might be an option for you. Pacing, so let's just walk you through this workout. You're gonna start getting that bar up quick, find a steady position, make it all the way down on that 25-foot walking lunge, hit those 8 burpees slow, take a second, maybe 3 to 4 Wim Hof breaths, be really intentional about your breathing, make it all the way back, attack your chest bar. One thing I noticed on this workout, every single time I would go down those 25 feet, I would hit those 8 bar facing burpees, and my metabolic, heart rate, everything would be super jacked. I do that 25-foot walking lunge back and my 8 chest bar, and everything would calm down a little bit. So be prepared to get down to those bar facing burpees. That's where you get super blown up and super jacked. And then on the way back, that's where you recover and get your rest back. Be real intentional with your breathing. Make sure you're not overextending. 20-minute workout, we are prepared for this. All the work we've been doing on the rower and the Aerodyne, the Wim Hof breathing, use those skills. There's a lot of rest time in here for those shoulders to recover. Put that hand on that belly, big breath in, fill up that balloon in your stomach, breathe out, Wim Hof every time. Good luck on 16-1, we're gonna kill it.